wasteland of the free.
T-O, totally, R-E, recycled, M-A, materials, totally recycled materials, TOREMA. We're doing a project where we repurpose things so that we take the value of the embedded energy in the already existing materials and we say, yeah, it was a bed frame that held bunk beds and had mesh on it, but rather than throw this into scrap metal, grind it all up, ship it to China where they send back a garden gate that you can adjust, and it's so cute, and they painted it and it comes in a box with shrink wrap and a bunch of foam padding around it, and it looks so great. Instead of doing all that and wrecking the environment, we're going to take it directly since it's already framed up. Okay, TOREMA, totally recycled materials here. Remember we took this off the bunk bed and we took all these springs off. These springs went in all these holes here and all the holes here. And we're going to take advantage of those by putting our horizontal stringers in. We got scrap redwood, so we're going to put that behind here. And let me swing over here. Then we're going to snug that into the corner and that, and we've got enough and over here. Okay, now we'll do it on the other side. Nice thing about this bed is that 6-foot fence boards fit right completely inside it if we cut these attachment points off on the bunk bed. So we're going to cut this and this and this and that. So I'm going to put my ear protection on so that I don't have any hearing impairment other than the 60s rock music I used to listen to without this. Here we go. Now on the TOREMA Quick Gate, we've decided that we want the gate to hinge on the left and open in this direction. So we positioned our hinges that way. And oh yeah, if you do enough of these gates, you'll get it wrong and get the hinges wrong completely. So what you can do is kind of put it up there and hold on to the one that's going to be onto your post and swing it so you see the trajectory, which way the gate is going to swing, so you get it right. And now what we've done is we've got recycled hinges here. They throw lots of them away at the local door shops that they don't want any longer. So since this unit's going to be about 55 pounds when finished like that one, we're going to put 3 hinges on it, and we're going to position them in a way that it's going to open outward hinges on the left side. So if you get up close here, I'll show you what I've got. This is This frame is 70 inches tall, and the middle is 35. So in the center of that, I have hinge, the gold hinge. Okay, could be any color. And the next one, we measured up 10 inches from here and 10 inches over on the other side, and in the middle we attach the other one. And what I like to do is I'll use the welding rod, and I use a 3/32 diameter rod, and it's a 6013 rated rod, which I really like. And so I'm going to weld here and here, then I'm going to get rid of my clamps and do the long run here. And when I'm done, I'm going to go underneath here and run another bead. So I've secured it on this side, this side, this side, and the back side. So it's a strong hinge. And I'm going to do 3 of them because I want the gate to stay in place and square. So let's, we got the welder, the cracker box, Lincoln 225 in the background there, all warmed up. So what I'm going to do, since I've welded it, I've taken the paint off and I don't want rust. So I've wire brushed where I welded, and I'm going to prime it, and I'm going to put a second coat of black paint to match this. Everywhere that I've blistered the paint because I was welding, I'm going to seal it off. And the next coat will be black. And just for display purposes, I welded, I put screws in the hinges here provisionally, just to show that once this fence is all made, I'll calculate this space here, the thickness, so that when I close my gate, the fence boards will completely line up with my fence. And then I'll put some kind of latching device on this side, and I will sink my post and concrete my post in here. So I've basically taken a fence that didn't have a gate, and I've cut the proper space, and I'm going to sink a post in and bring the stringers from the fence up to that post and hook it in with some Simpson ties. And this is what it'll be like. This will be the interior side, and this will be the street side of the gate. So when we're done, it's going to look like this. So that's our gate when we're completely finished. So what we've done is we've taken the already squared steel stock, completely made. We've put 3 hinges on it. We've gotten rid of the springs and the mesh that was on the bunk beds. Put a stringer above, one in the middle, one below, and then we put these palings on and made about the cheapest gate you can find. But what we didn't do is import one from overseas with all the styrofoam and the packaging and the cardboard, where they beautifully are 1-inch square stock and 3/4-inch square stock, and they telescope out so you can put it exactly at 42 inches where you wanted it. These are all standard 39, they're bed frames, but we have saved a lot of energy, and this is the lowest carbon gate that you Good. So I've welded 3 hinges onto this already made bunk bed frame. And I have my stringer up at the top, and I have a stringer at the bottom, and I have the, okay, so got the bottom flush. We're flush on this, and we're flush on the very bottom. So now at the top we do 2 more screws at the top. Yeah, like that. And now what we're going to do is put a spacer here, because a lot of people make a mistake and they snug the second board up tight, and when the wood swells up, when it gets wet, sprinklers, rain, snow, whatever, it causes problems there, because it has to swell up and go somewhere, so it breaks the boards off. So what we do is take something that's about 3/8 inches thickness, take our height, stick our spacer in there, and there we go. And then down below here, same thing. Use my spacer, put it right there. And there we go. So that's just to show you how to start that 3/8 inch. You can see here, leaves this gap here for expansion and contraction. With something like this, and this used to be this. And if you want to see what it looks like, this is the rustic model that it looked like for our garden gate. It looks like that. It looks like that. And we can take this and we can paint it blue, green, red, whatever, and make it really look nice. And this will be like a side gate on the side of your house. So we can very inexpensively take a standard 39 inches across and really quickly convert it into a TOREMA Quick Gate. And so
We call ourselves the advanced civilization.